Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing.
Put the mics like right here.
This isn't picking up. Oh, wait. Are you unmuted? Let's see how the 11 2022.
Where your Freeman Mavericks will host the Saints from St. Christopher School.
Yeah. Welcome to this varsity football game. St. Christopher's versus Douglas Freeman. How are we feeling about this game, Andrew?
I mean, the hype's been real the whole week. The whole school's been hyped for this game. We'll see how the outcome is. St. Chris is going into this game as the underdogs, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, they're without arguably their best player this year, Jacob Zoller. He's out with a concussion, so that's a big loss for the Saints.
Yeah, that's always sad to see. Apologies for the audio if you guys can't hear us. The
PA, yeah, it's pretty loud.
Freeman is very loud.
Yeah. If music's played during the game, it's going to be the same way. There's nothing we can really do. Expect a low-scoring game this game. Like we mentioned, Jacob Zoller's out, so he's been arguably the best offensive weapon for the Saints this year. So that's already a big loss for the Saints. So, and both teams really focus more on their run game. So expect a pretty low-scoring game. That probably going to be pretty close. Have to imagine this game will be decided in the second half.
Got the coin toss happening right now. We are our record, the Saints' record for the season is 5-3, and Freeman's is 7-1. So definitely a decent size underdogs for the Saints.
Yeah. Saints are coming off a big loss last week. They were down. They lost 42-7 to Trinity, and they're down 42-0 at one point. So they're looking to bounce back from that loss.
Freeman has won the toss and decided to defer.
Freeman has won the toss, and I believe they're returning.
No, they're going to defer, I believe. That's what they said.
So they're kicking.
Yeah. So the Saints will have the ball first.
Good luck to both teams. And ladies and gentlemen,
this is Freeman's homecoming game. So
yeah, we got a big crowd for Freeman.
Yeah. Saints have a decent turnout. You have to imagine it's going to get bigger throughout the game. And Freeman's crowd's absolutely electric. Not sure if our audio was on during the national anthem, but at the end, the student section basically took over from the choir, so they're amped for this game.
Yeah, they're pretty loud. Could definitely make a difference here in this game.
And you're gonna want to watch for some like false starts, for example, or the Saints like jumping on defense, because that's what a loud crowd's gonna do to you. Yeah, former St. Chris star Nikos Kavanis is in the chat. Shout out Nikos. He was great for 4 years at St. Chris.
How do you think the lights will?
Yeah, I believe this is the first night game the Saints have played.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
because the Saints have not gotten their lights installed.
Next week though, Friday night under the lights at home. So that's gonna be versus Collegiate for homecoming. That's gonna be a great game. Of course, that will be here on SDC TV.
Yeah, we need a big turnout for that game.
Yeah, definitely. We're expecting a very loud student section. The kick's away and this game's going to begin. Bryce Neely back to return. He's going to take it out around the 25-yard line. He'll be forced out of bounds right there. Cole Chiswick forces him out. Saints will take over at the 25.
So, Edison, what do you think the Saints' game plan is for this game, coming in as the underdog?
I mean, like we mentioned, without Jacob Zoller is a big loss for them, as he's been there. He's done it all for the Saints this year. I mean, he's been the punter. He's their second leading rusher. He's their leading receiver, and he's also played on the defensive line a little bit. So he's done it all for the Saints. So that's a big loss right there.
You think that'll cause them or make them throw a little bit more?
I don't know. I mean, I do anticipate Konstantinos Kavanis getting the ball, as there's a run that goes nowhere. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. That was Henry Alejandro on the carry, 2nd and 10. As you guys can probably see, some more Saints fans are filing in, like we expected.
Yeah, there's still a big line to come.
Yeah, there is a big line. Play fake. Nash is going to roll out. He's just going to throw that one away.
That ball is incomplete.
3rd down.
And we have the whistle on the field.
That's a holding on the Saints. That's going to push him back. And as you guys can hear, the Freeman crowd's already really into it. Only 45 seconds into this game.
Down in 18 for the Saints.
So I'm going to repeat a 2nd down. 2nd and about 18.
What are you expecting here from the Saints? Maybe an inside run?
I don't think they're going for an inside run, because that's usually not a play that's going to get you a big gain. I think maybe a screen pass or maybe a medium out. Let's see. They will hand it off. Alejandro on the carry. Short gain. 3rd and long.
Gain for about 3, bringing up 3rd down for the Saints.
Now they almost have to pass it.
Yeah.
Screen passes are very effective, like Edison just said, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll see how it happens there.
One thing to note is their starting running back this game, Kavanis, he only has 4 catches this season compared to the 14 for 201 yards that Jacob Zoller had. So that's a big loss in the being able to incorporate the running back into the passing game. So Nash is going to drop back. He's going to escape the rush. He's going to get up to maybe around the 24-yard line. That's going to ring up a 4th down.
Cooper Spidell on the tackle after a run by Khalil Mack, but that won't be enough. 4th down for the Saints.
That was a good job by Khalil there to
Yeah.
not take the sack, but it's unfortunate that he got tackled. near the line of scrimmage.
So another interesting development for the Saints is Jacob Zoller is generally the guy who punts the ball away. So being without him could have caused some problems. And Kirk George, it looks like, is back there to punt it away. He's gonna fumble the ball. He's gonna try to get outside. He's gonna be tripped up around the 17. So being without their starting punter right there already shows a big.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to see there.
Yeah. Great starting field position for the Mavericks here. So they'll take over around the 18-yard line. This drive will officially start at the 19. Ryan Bland is starting under center for Freeman. That's going to be a handoff. Miguel Martin.
Good gain on first down, bringing up second down for the Mavs.
Kirk George on the tackle. That's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. Second down.
Yeah, I mean, Freeman's very dominant in the run game. It's already shown on the first play.
That showed last night in the JV game.
What do you think the Saints are going to do to try and stop that?
I mean, the Saints, I feel like they're just going to have to gamble and guess run occasionally. As there's another handoff. Martin with the short gain. There's a flag.
Off tackle, but there's a flag on the play.
That's going to be a hold. That's going to go against Freeman, so that'll push him back.
There's still a huge line to get into the game.
Yeah.
So hopefully Saints student section gets a couple more people.
I mean, as you guys can see, the students are still filling in.
Yeah, we see a little white in the line, which is the theme for
the
today's game.
The line's still in the parking lot, so there's 2 lines. Can't see where one of them ends, and the other one's all the way in the parking lot. So definitely anticipate some more fans filling in. So there's a keeper for Bland that's going to go nowhere.
Bland on the keeper, tackled by number 6, McGuire Boyd.
McGuire Boyd on the stop. 3rd and long for the Mavericks. This would be huge for the Saints defense to. I don't know Freeman's kicker's leg, but I mean, especially just keep him out of the end zone when they started with very good field position. That'd be a big win for the Saints to keep him to 3 or 0 here.
Yeah, I mean, if they were to not get any yards here, it'd be very unlikely for a kicker to get it.
This would be about 42. He's going to roll out. That pass is intended for Martin, but incomplete. 4th down. So interesting to see what they'll do here, as this is from right here would be about a 42-yard attempt. And again, I don't know their kicker's leg, but for any high school kicker, 42 is pretty tough.
I think they
will line up to kick.
Yeah, I mean,
Ty Bowman is.
What is there to lose here when you're on the?
Yeah, because I mean, most likely you're not converting a 4th and 15, so you might as well kick it.
Lewis beats the snap. Ain't hurt to hold.
Ty Bowman from 42.
Field goal clock.
Kick is up, and it is off the post. No good.
First down, Saints.
That kick looked like it was going to be good the whole way, but just veered right at the end. There's not much wind, at least where we are, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we like to call the Chicago special right there.
only hit it once instead of twice, but.
Yeah. Still great, though, that he got it there.
Yeah.
Just not right direction.
That's pretty impressive, because that probably could have hit from like 47. I mean, there's a lot of college kickers who can't hit from there. Nash going to roll out. The pass is complete. It's going to be about a 1st down. Willie Jennings on the catch.
Willie Jennings
That was a nice play action pass by Nash there. Rolling out of the pocket, not taking the sack. Feeding to the receiver on the outside route. Good job by the Saints there.
That will be a first down for the Saints. Oh, we have another Saints athlete in our chat, Jarrett Broussard. He's been great for the Saints soccer team all year. They're gonna hand it off. Cavanis runs a man over, gaining about 4.
Cavanis tackled by Alexander Sanders. Bringing up 2nd down and 6 for the Saints.
We got Cavanis at running back, who's got the previous play, 5 yards. He's also a freshman, so very good to see for the varsity team.
Someone jumped. It's looking like that's going against the Mavericks. That is a neutral zone infraction. So that's going. Saints are going to pick up an extra 5 yards.
Bringing up 2nd down and 1 for the Saints.
Don't know if you guys can hear, but the Saints student section is getting pretty loud. So there's a handoff to Cavanis. That's going to be blown up. Loss of 2, 3rd and short.
Yeah, that was just a good play by the defense there. Reading the run, adjusting, and getting the tackle there.
You guys can probably hear the chants from the Freeman student section. Flag on the play. Mavericks seem to think this is a false start. Let's see.
Offside.
That's an offsides on the Mavericks. That'll be a first down for the Saints. I mean, those are the type of penalties that you usually see turn out pretty costly, as I mean, they just give them a free first down on what could have been a chance to get the ball back.
Yeah, that's never good to see as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Willie Jennings with the short gain. Maybe about 5.
That was a nice screen pass right there.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 for the Saints.
Seemed to be very effective so far.
Cavanis.
We got Cavanis, the running back, with the run through the middle, and he ended up losing yards there. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Saints.
Yeah, 3rd and medium. What do you think they're going to go with here? I mean, really anything's open on a shorter down like this.
Yeah, I mean, I would think they would go for the play action because it's been working out. I wouldn't think they'd go for the run, but you never know.
See. Nash is going to roll out. That pass is complete, I believe. That will be caught.
Let's see what they call it.
So there's Saints first down.
Yeah. Great pass there by Nash. I believe that was Willie Jennings on the reception. And big play there for the Saints to move the chains. Nash going to drop back. He's going to roll out. He's looking down the field. He's just going to throw that one away.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Nice decision by Nash there, just to throw it out,
Yeah.
not take a sack.
Yeah, you don't want to take a sack or turn the ball over there by trying to force something.
There is a flag on the play.
I believe this is an intentional grounding on the Saints.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there's nobody in the area. Nash kind of just threw it out. Yeah, that's ball's moved back. I believe that is an intention. Yep, intentional grounding on Khalil Nash. So, unfortunate there. So that is a spot foul. So that'll push the Saints back around 12 yards. So that's a costly penalty. Oh,
yeah, so it's going to be a
even further.
second.
Excuse me, 17. I thought it was going to be spotted around the 45.
Yeah, so it's going to be like second and
27.
Yeah, which is not good to see.
Yeah.
Gonna have to throw it here.
Yeah. This might be where they try to set up a screen to one of the wide receivers and try to see if they can create some space.
Yeah.
Kavanis is a great running back, but he's more of a power back, not someone who you're going to try to like throw a screen to and have him try to make some people miss. As Nash will drop back. He's going to look to throw. Has Bryce Neely. That's going to be caught.
Pass complete to Bryce Neely.
Neely's a guy who the Saints are going to need to step up this game, as he's their third leading receiver right now, behind Brandon Jennings and Jacob Zoller. He's got 139 yards in the air, and he had a touchdown last week. So with Zoller's absence, Neely's a guy who the Saints are really going to need to step up and they play a big role today.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Nash there to roll out.
Yeah, throw on the run.
Find
Makes it a
Neely
little
for
bit of a more manageable third down, around 3rd and 17.
Yeah.
And this, if they can get 7 or 10 yards here, I mean, this you do think about making this 4-down territory. It's Nash gonna drop back, looks down the field, nothing's open. Get a man open. Goes high, will it, but the pass is incomplete. 4th and 17, the Saints will bring the punt team out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to take this opportunity.
Yeah, they would have been about probably like 5 yards short if he completed the pass, but just a little overthrown.
Yeah.
It's a hard throw to make on the run, but
Yeah.
it's unfortunate to see.
So Kirk George is back there to punt it away again.
Back to punt.
George is going to get this one away. No fair catch, even though with the defender right in his face. Big tackle there by Luke Pendelbury to drop him around the 18. That's where the Mavericks are going to take over. We apologize about the PA announcer if you guys can hear it. It's very loud. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a gain of about 10. Miguel Martin. I mean, like we mentioned, Freeman has a very run-heavy offense at both the JV and varsity level, and they're displaying it so far this game.
Yeah, you got to expect a lot of runs here from Freeman. If it works, then don't stop it.
They're going to hand it off to Martin once again. That time he's going to be dropped right around the line of scrimmage, but I think that will be enough for a first down, depending on the spot.
30, Henry Alejandro.
Alejandro with the tackle.
But that's enough for Maverick.
Didn't get too many yards there, but it was enough.
We have some great weather right now. It was cloudy earlier in the day. It looked like it might have rained, but, I mean, beautiful sky out right now. And
yeah,
nice
perfect for some Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. There's the keeper. He's going to be brought down right there, Kirk George.
Tackled by number 5, Kirk George. Bring up second down for the Mavericks. Want to also thank the following sponsors for their generous donations to help feed the football team this season. Rainbow Restoration.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen more than one pass from Freeman so far.
They definitely have been sticking to the scouting report we got pregame of the significant tendency to run the ball. It's Bland on the keeper again. Kirk George with another big play as he's going to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the Saints are kind of starting to predict the run here.
Yeah. That makes you think, does Freeman try to take a shot, as the Saints have been
I don't think they
selling out for
will.
the run.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think they'll just keep running it. I don't know. We'll see.
Saints student section getting very loud. He's going to drop back. Target Rodri McWilliams, but that pass is over his head, incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Sonny Bridges, but that'll bring up fourth and 8.
Make sure you pick up a cheeseburger, a hot dog, a hamburger, a cold drink, maybe a warm drink. All proceeds go to support Freeman Athletics. And don't forget, a funny-looking guy with glasses just been here longer than the dirt. Kenny Moore is walking around selling raffle tickets tonight. And with this big-ass crowd, we're going to make somebody very happy. Sean Lejeune with the punt.
Punt's going to go away. Saints won't take it. It'll be on the 29.
Takes a great Freeman bounce all the way back to the 20. Just a reminder, it's getting cold outside. And what do you need to stay warm? You need sweatpants, you need sweatshirts, you need jackets. So head on over to the Freeman Spirit Shed, where they're selling all the gear you need.
What do you think the Saints' game plan is here to get a drive starting?
I don't know. They have mixed up the run in the past this game, as the absence of Zoller definitely plays. In fact, there's Cavanis, nearly broke one, but really good open field tackle right there to prevent anything.
For a good game on first down, second and 5.
But like I was saying, the Saints have been mixing it up with the run in the past, and even though they have been primarily run heavy this year, the absence of Zoller is definitely changing that. But there's another handoff for Cavanis.
Yeah,
maybe gained about 2.
Cavanis has seemed to take the role of Zoller in this game.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good so far, but
Saints have generally been running with a pretty fast tempo, even though you do see Khalil Nash going over and getting some pointers.
Make sure you also,
Coach Cleland.
If you're looking for something cool to read, programs will be
it's about third and
as well.
2 or 3. So
3rd and short here. What do you think the Saints are going to go with?
probably another run.
Yeah, I think they just try to give it to Cavanis up the middle and try to let him power forward. Oh, wait, never mind. Cavanis isn't on the field. Nash with the keeper. Looks like he will be short. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, we'll be back for the second quarter. Still 0-0. 4th down coming up for the Saints.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rush the corner! Oh, no!
Nash looking to run.
And he hurdles him!
And it is deep. Out. Saints are state champs. Gregory's got a lot of space. It's wide open. Touchdown, Saints! And that's it! He's hyped!
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
George sets the punt for the Saints.
Got the Saints coming back on the field for the punt.
Yeah. Interesting decision not go for it here on a pretty short down, but Kirk George is going to punt it away. He will get this one off. Low liner. They're just going to let this bounce, and it's going to be a really good bounce. That's going to roll inside the 10. Great punt from Kirk George, as the Saints are going to pin him back deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would also take this time to thank people on the field that barely ever get thanked. We want to thank the athletic trainers. And tonight we have one of the best athletic trainers on the sideline. So if you know our athletic trainer, Sam, let's give her a big round of applause. Also want to thank
Their PA announcer shouting out their athletic trainer. So we'll just go ahead and shout out Robin. She does a great job for all levels.
Athletic trainers for all they do for all teams at their school.
Blaine's going to drop back. He's going to throw a screen. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to bounce outside. He's going to go out of bounds around the 13.
Out of bounds after a gain of about 2 yards, second down.
Yeah, Saints almost got him there. It was a missed tackle.
Yeah, Jake Lohman on the reception.
I think the screen pass has been very effective for both teams so far.
Yeah. That is a pretty good formula, especially in high school football where a lot of missed tackles will happen. To just get it to your best players out in space and try to let them make a man miss.
Timeout on the field, Douglas Freeman.
Timeout by Freeman. Their first of the half.
Man, it's really getting annoying. Like these mountain bikers are using their bikes in the halls to bike to class. Like it's just getting ridiculous at this point.
You guys can probably see we have some new animations for our commercials and stuff. Shout out Wright Hilbert. He does a great job making all of that. Also go follow Wright Media. It's going to be a handoff. Saints, Horde of Saints are going to make the stop right there. Kevin China on the carry. Third and short here, I believe. Yeah, they won't give him the first. So let's see what they go with.
The run game for Freeman has been very good so far, but still no points on the board for either team.
That's going to be a handoff. Looks like they will have first down yardage.
And that'll be another Freeman Mavericks first down.
First and 10 here for Freeman. It's a short completion there. Near first down yardage, but Kirk George forced him out.
Taken out of bounds by number 6 McGuire Boyd and number 5 Kirk George. That'll bring up
second and short.
Credit they deserve. The person behind the meals, behind a lot of the stuff that goes on for the team. The team mom, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for team mom, Alfreda B.
Bland under center, he's going to keep it. Short gain.
Bland on the quarterback keeper.
It is interesting that something I've noticed is even though they've been running the ball probably 80% of the time, they haven't had Bland under center. They've had him in the shotgun. So I don't. Interesting choice of formation. Oh, they will give him the first. Very generous spot. Sure the Mavericks won't complain about that one. Didn't, at least from up here, it didn't look like he was about a yard or two short. But nonetheless, first down for the Mavericks. Bland's going to keep it. He's going to power forward, maybe gain 3 or 4. Second down.
So, Edison, you think they're going to pass it at all this game? Or?
I mean, considering how much they've ran the ball, the Saints have to be expecting that at this point. So you have to imagine at some point Freeman will try to take some shots to just catch the Saints off guard.
Yeah, I mean, the run game has been good, but obviously not amazing if they haven't gotten any points on the board.
It's not like they're gaining 10 yards every carry. There's the handoff. It's going nowhere. Miguel Martin on the carry. But, yeah, it's not like they're gaining 10 yards every carry. So, I mean,
yeah, we'll see what they do here.
A third down like this is a great chance for them to try to take a shot.
Yeah, I still think
especially on a play action.
I still think they'll go safe here and just run it. I mean, that's what the report said, and the report has been very accurate so far. So.
Bland's going to drop back. Has a man on a slant. Roderick McWilliams, but he will be short.
He's fourth down for Freeman.
That was Elijah Asari in coverage, the freshman. Okay. Yeah, my bad.
Sean Liu back to punt. Bryce Neely, number 10.
Bryce Neely back to return this punt. I mean, interesting that they are punting this away considering how successful their run game has been, but Neely's going to let it bounce. He's going to just let it roll. It's going to stop around the 29-yard line, so that's where the Saints are going to take over.
All the way down to the
Nash is going to hand it off to Cavanis. Oh, tripped up.
On the carry, tackled by number 8, Jake Lohman.
Jake Lohman on the tackle. It looked like he slipped, so really fortunate to recover there, else that could have been a big gain for Cavanis.
Yeah, still a nice run, though, so.
Yeah.
They're about 4 yards, 3 yards short, first down.
Yeah.
Probably another run here.
Yeah, I mean, a second and short is probably the best chance you're ever going to get to take a shot because even if it's incomplete, someone jumped. Let's see who they're going to call it on. That's a false start on the Saints. That'll push him back 5 yards. 3rd and 8.
The illegal procedure against the offense. Taking it back 5 yards. Replay, 2nd down.
Yeah, now I would definitely expect a run. They can't afford
maybe
to,
a screen or something to.
Yeah, they just can't afford to throw a pass to the ground here.
There is a screen. Jennings with the reception. He's going to make a man miss. He'll be back up to just about where they were before the penalty. So 3rd and short. Nash is going to roll out. Pass incomplete. Willie Jennings was the target, but it was a little bit too low for him.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's going to be a 3rd and out for the Saints.
Yeah.
They will be punting it, which is the smart move here. Can't risk.
Yeah, you don't want to give them the ball back so far in their territory. I mean, like we expected, this game has been pretty low scoring.
Yeah, a lot of running. Not really a lot of passing.
Yeah, I mean, we did see back-to-back passes there, but in general, there haven't been too many passes. It's Kirk George back to punt. He had a great punt last time, pinning them inside the 10. Another low liner. They're just going to let it bounce. And that's going to be down around the 25-yard line. Another great punt from Kirk George. So the Mavericks will take over at the 25. You guys can probably hear the Saints student sections getting pretty loud. The two student sections have definitely been clashing so far. They can hand it off to Martin. He's going to be wrapped up. I believe that was Darius Gray on the tackle.
Gray on the tackle.
Yeah, Freeman does a lot of the inside run, not a lot of.
Yeah. Darius Gray, he's been dominant for the Saints, just as a freshman, especially on the offensive line.
Yeah, and I believe he has like 5 D1 offers, so
yeah,
he's pretty good.
Jake Lohman on the reception, tackled by Jennings. Bringing up 3rd down and short for the Mavericks.
Third and short for the Mavericks. I mean, you have to expect an inside run here. It's worked for them basically the whole game, and why switch up in such a big spot?
Yeah, I mean, it's only like 1 yard away from the first down, too, so.
They will hand it off, and they will. Let's see. Depends on the spot. It's Kevin China on the carry. See where the spot will be. Just from the initial look, it's looking like they will give them the first down.
I think it was a little short there, but
yeah, I'm surprised they didn't at least go check, but they will get the first.
Yeah, I think they would have gone for it anyway. Would have been like 4th.
It's pretty hard to stop run from that close.
Yeah.
There's an outside handoff for China.
Bland on the quarterback keeper.
Or excuse me, that was Bland on a keeper. He's going to be just short of the first down. That is a first down.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Mavericks have gotten this far so far. Because, I mean, they've just been running the same play over and over again.
I mean, they definitely think that they have the advantage in the trenches, and when you have that, you really can just run the ball up the middle over and over. There's a keeper for Bland. Big tackle there by Brandon Jennings to prevent a big gain. If Jennings can't make that tackle, he has a bunch of open space in front of him, so that could have been a disaster for the Saints. But huge play from Jennings to trip him up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we do see why Freeman is running it from the inside. I mean, every time they've run it outside, the Saints have been able to stop him or barely missed a tackle. So.
That pass is complete.
Bland back to pass.
Jake Lohman on the catch. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that pass was a little in front of him. But that was a good play by the receiver there to catch it. And just run out of bounds.
Yeah. Wasn't the best pass for him to try to be able to get out of bounds. Or, excuse me, get upfield. Bland's going to drop back. Has a man open. That's complete. Cole Chiswick with the catch in the first down.
Tackled by number 6, Brian Boyd, and number 11, Sonny Bridges. But not after another Freeman. First down.
So we still got about 3 minutes left in the half. So Edison, what do you think
I think
Freeman's
that
gonna do here?
Freeman probably doesn't want St. Chris to get the ball back. So you have to imagine they're gonna just try to run some clock. As that's a handoff to Martin, he's gonna gain about 8 or 9. He'll be a little bit short of the first, but
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, they're still a little far for a field goal. So, assuming they'll just run, try to get as close as possible, maybe even a touchdown. Yeah, I guess they're hoping that.
yeah.
And so the Saints don't get the ball back before half.
Gonna be a handoff from Martin. It's gonna be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Big play from the Saints defense. Looked like that was Quentin Levian on the tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd and medium.
Bringing up 3rd down for the Mavericks. And once again, quick announcement, if you have not already headed down.
What do you think they're going to do here on this 3rd down?
If I had to guess, I think they run the clock down to around 1:20. So snap it with about 10 seconds on the play clock, because that gives you enough time. If you do pick up the first down, that gives you enough time to try to get in the end zone. But then if you don't pick it up, it also leaves the Saints in a position where they have to probably go 80+ yards in about a minute. So let's see. We'll snap the ball with about 1:25. Bland's going to roll out. He has a man open. That's incomplete. Jake Lohman on the target.
Ball's incomplete.
Brandon Jennings in coverage. That's going to bring up fourth and about 5 or 6.
For the Mavericks.
And I think they might go for it. QB seems to be.
Yeah, it looks like the
on
offense
the
is staying
field.
on the field. I mean, at this point, they're at the 37. Most likely, if they punt it, it's going to end up as a touchback. So you're only sacrificing 17 yards here. So they've even though some of the passes haven't been completed, they have been getting open looks whenever they have tried to pass the ball. So you have to imagine they try to come out with another play like they just did, because I mean Lohman got open on that, but Bland just missed a throw.
So Freeman does take a timeout here.
Yeah, maybe.
Timeout. Freeman.
Maybe trying to rethink that decision. So
I think they'll still go for it and probably just run it.
yeah, they probably just want some more time to talk over the play.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stick around for halftime as the DSF Marching Mavericks will perform. And stay seated for the homecoming festivities. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight to Homecoming 2022 at Freeman High School.
Looks like they will bring out the offense here for a fourth and 5 or 6. What do you think they're gonna come out with here?
I think they'll get stopped here. I think they're going to run it through the inside.
Let's see.
And they don't.
Bland's gonna roll out. The pass is complete. PJ Moore with the catch, and that's gonna be a first down for the Mavericks. Tough for the Saints there, as they made a huge play on 2nd and 3rd down in the last possession, or excuse me, on the last set of downs, and that's undone there with the 4th down conversion.
Yeah, Freeman's in a good position here to get some points on the board. They got a fresh set of downs and a minute
And remember,
left.
their kicker, even though he hit it off the upright, their kicker had probably the distance to hit from 40, 45 plus. So Martin's going to be swallowed up there by a horde of Saints. But yeah, their kicker had the leg to hit from at least 45. So, I mean,
yeah, I don't really understand the run play there. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you have one timeout, but
Officials timeout. There is an injured player. We'll be back.
Robin Eldridge is the best. She is literally everywhere. Like in games, whenever an athlete gets injured, she's right there to help them back on their feet.
Oh! My shoulder! Oh. Thank you, Robin.
You're so welcome, Winston.
We're back from the injury timeout.
we got number 79, Field Smith, coming out to play
Yeah, tough
with an injury.
Tough to see someone get hurt, as it looks like it was pretty serious too, as he had to be helped off the field from his teammates.
Yeah, never good to see from either sides.
Yeah. The clock's running, right about 50 seconds left. Saint student section making some noise. Bland's gonna roll out. Big hit. Kirk George with the sack. That's gonna push him back to around the 40-yard line. Timeout St. Christopher's. Oh, timeout Freeman.
Nice play there by the Saints.
Huge play there from Kirk George as he came in unblocked and took down Bland for a loss of about 7 or 8.
The Mavericks are forced to use their last timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah.
Don't think they can do much here, though.
I mean, yeah, maybe throw like a quick out to try to get into field goal range, but
yeah.
I mean, you have to. If it was a second down, ideally you take a shot at the end zone and then you go for the quick out. But since it's third down, you only have one play. So
Yeah. Well, the problem is if they throw it in the middle or they run it, they might not have enough time.
Because you can't. Yeah, because you might not have enough time to get the field goal team out. Because you can't. You obviously can't spike the ball on fourth down.
Yeah.
So.
You need to represent the Mavericks and stay warm during this season. Third down to 17 for the Mavericks.
Let's see, third and 17, just about. Bland's gonna roll out. He's gonna throw it back for Martin. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Mavericks. Great play design right there as they misdirected the entire defense.
That was just a good play by the quarterback there.
Really good,
From the back foot.
Yeah, really good play call as the entire defense thought it was going right, and Martin just had 35 yards uncovered. Unfortunate for the Saints after the big sack that they couldn't keep him off the scoreboard.
Yeah, you think the Saints will try to do something with 26 seconds or just take the knee?
Maybe you take like one shot at giving Jennings like a screen and trying to make someone miss, but maybe probably gonna let Neely take the kick out, but unless it's like really deep. But unfortunate for the Saints there. That extra points up and good. 7-0 Freeman. 26-5 left in the second half, or excuse me, second quarter.
St. Chris St. 0.
As Freeman's student section is rocking right now after that touchdown. Really impressive showing from them. Not a bad showing from the Saints fans either, especially for a road game. See, that kickoff's going to be short. That'll be taken in by Kirk George. He's going to try to cut it back. He has some space. Kirk George past the 40. I mean, the Saints do have 3 timeouts, so if they can have everything go right here, there is a possibility of getting 3.
Yeah, I mean, I would give them at least a chance to try to make at least one thing happen here.
If they get tackled like inside the 30, I think they just take a knee. But now that they're at the 40, I mean, Slocker this year. Slocker, I know he's hit from almost 40. Let's see, yeah, Slocker's 14 of 16 this year on his kicks, so he's been great. There'll be a timeout from St. Christopher's.
Timeout, St. Christopher's.
We'll be back.
So excited for this team breakfast, guys. Can't wait to eat some pancakes.
Sorry, guys, I'm all out of pancakes today.
Sorry, y'all, I just like pancakes.
So excited for this team breakfast, guys. Can't wait to eat some pancakes.
Sorry, guys, I'm all out of pancakes today.
Sorry, y'all, I just like pancakes.
We'll say that all the time. Nash gonna drop back. Buying time. Oh, just overshot Bryce Neely. That could have been a big play.
Pass ball is incomplete. Flag on the play.
There's a flag.
It's on the offense.
Looks like Nash could have taken off there.
Illegal forward pass versus St. Chris.
Illegal forward pass. So I guess Nash crossed the line of scrimmage before he threw that pass. So that'll push the Saints back. And at this point, you have to imagine they just take a knee. Only 8 seconds left.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stick around for a
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a little bit more he could have done there. Maybe run it forward, but
yeah, I mean, he had a good idea trying to get it to Neely. As I mean, if he was behind the line of scrimmage and the pass was just overshot, but
yeah,
unfortunate that the Saints couldn't connect there. As that would have put them around the 35, and then a quick out. They're for about 7 or 8. They're probably in range for Slocker to at least try one.
Second down and 16 for the Saints.
Yeah, I'll still imagine they'll take a knee here.
Yeah. I know Slocker's hit from 40 this year. So if they'd gotten to around the 35, I think they tried. Oh, they will run a play. Nash is going to go down. That'll be the end of the quarter and the half. 7-0 Freeman. We'll be back for the second half.
Thank you for meeting with Thank you for meeting with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right,
How
so
you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So I'm just gonna hop right into this. So I think the meeting is now recording. Thank you for meeting with us. So I'm gonna start off the meeting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first What's Next meeting of the 2022-2023 school year. Here with us today, we have St. Christopher's alum and current head coach of the Utah Jazz, Coach Will Hardy. Coach Hardy, we understand how packed your schedule is, so thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. We are all extremely excited to have you join us today for our first club meeting.
Appreciate you guys.
The mission of our club is to teach students what careers are available and how they can best pursue them. So, Coach Hardy, when you went to Williams College to play basketball, did you have the idea that you would ever become a basketball coach, or were you thinking you would want to pursue a different career?
Yeah, honestly, when I went to college, I didn't have a grand plan for the rest of my life. Basketball was a huge part of my life then because I was playing. And honestly, I was, 18 when I graduated from St. Chris, and I really didn't have the rest of my life thought through very far. I was kind of going to school to, get an education and play basketball and sort of figure it out when I got there. I definitely, when I got there as a freshman, there were plenty of kids at Williams that seemed to sort of have the rest of their life already planned out. But my personality just isn't like that. I never really was somebody that had like a grand plan.
Yes, sir. So what made you realize, was there any specific moment that made you realize that you wanted to become a basketball coach?
Yeah, during my junior year, I got injured, and our coach spent a lot of time with me, inviting me up to the coach's offices with him and the assistants, asking me a lot of questions about what I thought about this or that, or is this too much for the team, or what do you think about this offensive concept? And he was really the one, Mike Maker, he was really the one that kind of sparked that interest for me to be a coach. So it really wasn't until my junior year of college that all of a sudden it was, oh, maybe this is even a possibility. And that being said, when I went to graduate as a senior, I had applied to jobs in like 5 different fields, and it wasn't zeroed in on just being a basketball coach. And then when I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity with the Spurs, my life sort of headed in that direction.
Yes, sir. So what major did you pursue at Williams College, and how has this helped you on your journey to becoming an NBA coach? And what classes did you find most useful for your career or just your life in general?
Wow. I was an English major at Williams, which has probably helped me not a ton being a basketball coach. Other than the fact that the way that the classes were set up, a lot of the English classes, a lot of them were discussion based. It's a lot less about what the right answer is. It was more how you interpreted things, and a lot of group discussion with the students and the teachers, which, that's a big part of coaching. It's a big part of being around a team, is there's always group dynamics and group discussions trying to kind of come to a consensus. So I would say it was more the way the classes were set up that ends up helping me now than the actual content. Like, I don't know how much Moby Dick is helping me right now.
Yes, sir. How did your assistant coaching job with the San Antonio Spurs as well as the Boston Celtics help you prepare for now being the head coach of the Jazz?
I mean, it's been everything for me in terms of my learning as a coach. I really only knew basketball as a player going through high school and college. And, I had to learn, and I'm still learning, sort of the art of coaching. Whether that's the technical, tactical part, but also some of the human leadership, kind of guiding people, managing your staff, managing the players, all of that is stuff that I had to learn. And I was lucky in San Antonio and in Boston to work for and work with, a lot of really, really good coaches that helped me along the way. I for sure would not be sitting where I am without the experiences in both those places.
Yes, sir. Do you is there any specific thing that you remember either Coach Popovich or Coach Udoka doing that in order to help you to get to where you are now?
I mean, there's just so many lessons along the way. I think Pop always encouraged me and all the assistants that worked for him to, find our own voice and to not try to be him. There's a fine line between learning from somebody and trying to parrot kind of who they are and what they do. I mean, I find myself saying things that he has said to the team, or phrases or things that stick with you, but I have to do it with my own personality. I have to be authentic to who I am, because the players, the staff, everybody in our organization, like it's not believable if I'm trying to be somebody else. And it's pretty easy to pick up on when people are kind of acting and not being themselves.
That makes sense. To what do you attribute your success at such a young age?
I mean, there's a lot of luck, honestly, a lot of good timing. I think a lot more is made of my age than there probably should be. I think, I've said this publicly, I don't think about it like that. I don't think about my age in that way. This is my 13th year in the NBA. And so I've had a lot of great experiences. And like I said, a lot of people that along the way have taken their time and energy to teach me and help me grow. But for things to have happened, I guess, this quickly, I'm not naive to the fact that there is some good fortune, some good timing along the way that has gotten me to this spot. I really don't believe that there is a secret recipe to getting somewhere quickly. I always just tried to do the job that I had and tried to work hard and tried to be a part of the group and try to be a good person. And so I think I accomplished that part. And then there was some good fortune along the way that kind of propelled me into some different roles and helped me get some promotions. And, here I am.
Yes, sir. When you attended St. Christopher's, what did you believe your job would be once you finished college? And now that you are an NBA coach, what would you recommend students interested in sports pursue in college?
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I was at St. Chris, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Like I never thought like that. Again, that's just my personality, but I never tried to get too far ahead of myself. I think sometimes people worry about the end, the end of the story too much. The middle's the best part. Like I just tried to kind of take it all as it came at me. I know there were probably times that my parents wish I had more of a long-term plan. But like, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Yeah, like again, my personality is like you shouldn't know what the rest of your life's going to look like yet, because sometimes things happen organically and you meet somebody and they introduce you to somebody else, and then this other light bulb over here goes off and you're like, oh, I never even considered that, but maybe that would be cool for me. But if you're so focused on some other outcome all the time, you can sometimes miss those things that come up. I would really encourage students now, like if you want to get into sports, you need to try to be involved in sports in college. That's not just playing. You can be a student manager. You can try to be a grad assistant once you graduate. There's a lot of grad programs at schools where you can go be a graduate assistant, but you need to try to be around team sports if you want to get involved in team sports. There's also other avenues. You can go to law school and try to become a lawyer, and that kind of takes on more of a front office side. If you study statistics, you can go into some of like the analytics fields, some of the analytics positions that are now huge in sports. But yeah, I really would just encourage a lot of the students, if it was my advice, to just don't be so fixated on the final outcome. You're 16, and there's part of me that wishes I was 16 again. You should really enjoy where you are in life, and the best is yet to come.
Yes, sir. That's very interesting to hear about all the outlets in order to get involved with sports. So, how did St. Christopher's help prepare you for life after college? And are there any specific teachers or coaches that played a big role in your life?
Yeah, St. Chris taught me a lot about just kind of how to be as a person more than anything. Obviously, because of the academics there, you're learning how to manage your time and, how to really work hard to get something accomplished, which I think is good. But, I tend to go back to more of like the person part of it, the foundation of like character and, integrity and all that stuff that's talked about at the school a lot. Like, I think that's helped me more than anything. It's a big world full of a lot of people, and especially the older you get and different places you go, like you're going to interact with all different types of people from all different types of places. And, just having that foundation from St. Chris, I think has just helped me kind of move throughout the world a little bit. Teachers and coaches, there's a ton of them. Chris Brown was my high school coach. Mr. Hudipole, Kerry Mock, Mr. Abbott, Jay Wood. The list goes on and on. Like all the teachers and coaches that over the years have influenced me. Mr. Koenig in 8th grade, still the scariest coach I ever played for. Yeah, I really cherished my time at St. Chris. Like it's a special place, and a lot of really valuable relationships from there for sure.
Yes, sir. I totally agree. There's so many awesome teachers and coaches at St. Chris that have already helped me, and I'm sure they've helped many of the students on this Zoom right now. And to end this meeting off, like you mentioned earlier, St. Christopher's preaches being a good character as well as leadership. And ultimately, all of us will end up in different careers and be leaders in our own way. So what are the most important characteristics of being a leader?
Man, I'd say number one, there's different ways to lead. Like you don't have to be a big speech giver. Maybe you're a lead by example person. But I think anybody that ends up in a leadership position, one of your main responsibilities is to really evaluate the people that you're in charge of leading and understand what makes them tick. You're only going to be as effective as your ability to understand how to connect with the people that you're supposed to lead. It's not really about you. It's more about how you connect with them. But yeah, there's a lot of different ways to lead. I think, again, it goes back to kind of being who you are, remaining like authentic to your own personality. Because again, it's hard to make those connections with the people you're trying to lead if you're trying to act like somebody else.
Yes, sir. That's very important. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a very busy person. I really appreciate that.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of the year and good luck to the Jazz.
All right. Best of luck. See y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for meeting. Thank you for meeting with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right,
How
so
you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So I'm just gonna hop right into this. So I think the meeting is now recording. Thank you for meeting with us. So I'm gonna start off the meeting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first What's Next meeting of the 2022-2023 school year. Here with us today, we have St. Christopher's alum and current head coach.
Who's Ben Pulley?
John Marshall.
Yo, Mr. Pulley, chill.
Man, it's really getting annoying. Like these mountain bikers are using their bikes in the halls to bike to class. Like it's just getting ridiculous at this point.
Okay, welcome back to the second half of this varsity football matchup, St. Christopher's versus Freeman. Andrew, what have your thoughts been on the first half?
I thought about 2 minutes before the half was going to end, I thought it was going to go into the half at 0-0, but
yeah,
the Mavericks made that good play at the end to get 6 points on the board, then kick the extra point, and they get it.
If you guys weren't watching, it was about a 3rd and 17, I believe. Bland rolled out right, and the entire defense followed him, and then he just tossed it back to Miguel Martin, who was on the left, and he had 35 yards untouched to the end zone. So that was how Freeman got their points. Saints have primarily ran the ball, 12 runs, but not much success, only averaging 1 yard per carry. Through the air, Khalil Nash, 5 for 8, 41 yards. And Saints leading rushers, Klavanis, with 6 rushes for 19.
Yeah,
So-
Khalil hasn't been too good on the rushes so far today. I mean, he's averaging negative for 1.7, which is not good to see, but can still bounce back in the second half.
Hopefully we see some positive regression in the mean there, and he can maybe break one for a big gain.
Yeah, on Freeman's side of the ball, we obviously have Ryan with 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Longest pass was 35 yards, and he's 8 for 11.
Yeah.
He's also taken a sack today.
Yeah, Bland's been really good. They have most of their passes have been pretty short, so they've put him in a situation where he hasn't had to make the most complicated reads.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he has this many yards. I mean, they've been running the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely
He
on
did have
last
that
play.
one. I mean, he did get the credit for that one touchdown that was off the screen. So
yeah.
So that's where about half his yards came from. But yeah, this is looking like it's gonna be a close game. So stay with us for the second half. The Mavericks won the toss and they deferred, so Slocker will be out to kick it away to start off the second half.
Guys, vote in the comments if you want to see Harris Wolf on the mic.
intercept the kick for the Saints. Back deep.
Slocker on the kickoff.
For the Mavs.
Low liner from Slocker. That'll be fielded around the 13-yard line. They're going to will be brought down around the 27.
On the return. Tackled by number
Cole Kizik on the return.
Captain Worrell. And number 20, Michael Farley. And that's where the Mavs will take over. First down and 10. From their own 29-yard line.
It's be interesting to see what the Mavericks do here to start second half.
He's going to break a tackle, break another one.
Cole Chiswick on the end around, tackle by the team picture. Short gain on the play.
It always seems on these outside runs for the Mavericks that the Saints almost get them here. And
Yeah.
they're about to lose some yards, but the running backs have been doing very well at breaking some tackles.
Like you said, in high school football, you just want to get your best players the ball in space and let them try to make people miss. And
Jake Loman on the reception. Talking about number 2, Willie Jennings. But that's enough for Freeman. First down.
Yeah, that was a nice hurdle over the DB there by Jake Lawman, but he ends up choosing to just slide down to the ground, not take the hit.
they're going to hand it off. Big stop there for the Saints.
Martin stuck in the back.
Quentin Levy.
By number 71, Quentin Levy.
Yeah, I got a question for the Mavericks. Will they throw it?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem likely.
They've maybe have like 2 or 3 completions that have been past the line of scrimmage, and at some point you have to imagine they might try and take a shot, like off a play action, and try to catch the Saints off guard.
Yeah, we'll see here.
This
Probably
is the time to do it on a 2nd and long. I mean,
probably a play action.
No, they'll go with the screen. Jennings with the stop behind the line of scrimmage. Big loss.
Another loss in the play, bringing up 3rd down for the Mavericks.
It's going to bring up about a third and 19 or 20.
So it's going to be 3rd and long here. See what they do. Most likely probably a play action, I'm assuming. Maybe a screen pass. I don't think they'll run it here. It seems risky.
Bland's going to roll out. Under pressure. Saints are going to bring him down to the backfield. E.J. Seward with the play. That's going to bring up a punt.
Flag way downfield.
There's a flag down the field.
Personal foul against Saints.
It's a personal foul against the Saints. Refs are discussing. I'm pretty sure this might be an automatic first down for Freeman, which would be really detrimental to the Saints, as they would have been punting it away.
Yeah, if that is the case, that's really unfortunate. I mean, they had him about 17 yards from the first down.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. The coach is on the field.
Yeah, the rest are taking a long time to decide this call.
All right, still contemplating on the field.
We apologize for the delay.
Yeah, we got some nice music here. It's very, very great and loud. I just love it so much.
You can tell what the Freeman fans think of the, or not just the Freeman fans. You can tell what both sides think of the refs taking so long, just from that, just from the choice of their song. We'll just leave it there.
While you have the opportunity, let's go ahead and give a big round of applause to the JV and varsity cheerleaders. And also welcome the Tuckahoe Middle School cheerleaders. The personal foul against the Saints.
So
we'll bring up.
They will replay third down, but about 10, 15 yards closer. Oh, no, it will be fourth down. The marker on the sideline is incorrect.
So they will be punting it away.
Yeah. Not sure who number 37 is. We don't have them on our roster, but. That's going to bounce. Be around the 23-yard line, so that's where the Saints and Cleveland Ash are going to take over. When we'll be back. Nash is going to keep it. He's going to run forward for a short gain, maybe 3 or 4 there.
Nash on the quarterback keeper, tackled by number 4, Jefferson Need. And some other Mighty Maverick sponsors, Lawman Foster, Patrick G. Homescape.
I think the best thing for the Saints here would be just like try to throw it up, get a big play, and change the momentum of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think that's what they're going to be doing here, though, but I mean, that would have been good to see.
This is when the loss of Jacob Zoller is really showing us. The Saints could need a big play here, and whenever they've needed that this year, he's been the man. And there's Kavanis for a short game. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by number 4, Jefferson Need.
It's coming up a third down.
Bringing up third down for the Saints.
But I mean, the Saints have time, obviously, only down 7. But at some point, because it's over 7 minutes left in the third quarter. They obviously have time, only being down 7. But like at some point, the offense does need to at least start showing some signs that they can move the ball. Because I mean, I can only remember them getting into Freeman territory maybe once or twice this game. So Nash is going to roll out on the play fake, has a man open. It's Max Buono. He's going to have the first down.
Man, that was a really good pass by Nash there. Seems to be injured on the play.
Nash is still down. That's not good for the Saints. So it looks like it might be something with his hamstring. See Robin Eldridge out there, the athletic trainer, and we'll be back.
Robin Eldridge is the best. She is literally everywhere. Like in games, whenever an athlete gets injured, she's right there to help them back on their feet.
Oh, my shoulder. Oh. Thank you, Robin.
You're so welcome, Winston.
So Khalil is out.
Yeah, Miller Porterfield's coming in. So that's a huge loss for the Saints. And, I mean, that will change the offense this a lot as, I mean, they can't really run what they normally would is.
Yeah, I would expect some more
Porterfield's
running
only
plays.
thrown 2 passes this year. So you can't – I know they already were running the ball a lot, but you can't incorporate the passing game really with this inexperienced of a quarterback. Porterfield's going to hand it off. Big gain for Cavanis. That's going to be a first down for the Saints.
That was a really nice move by Cavanis there to find the open space and get that first down.
Yeah. I mean, that's big that the Saints have the momentum moving a little bit. Because, I mean, after your starting quarterback gets hurt, usually that's a huge like loss of momentum and morale for the team. But the run game has them moving here after Nash went down. There's another handoff for Cavanis. He's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, this really complicates things for the Saints offense right now, as they're without their starting quarterback and they're without their starting running back. So it's going to be interesting to see how they try to move the ball here, as they've been without Zoller the whole game, but now losing Nash, that takes away one of their best offensive weapons. So it'll be interesting to see how an offense who's already been struggling today is going to move the ball now without their quarterback. They'll hand it off to Cavanis again. Maybe a short gain there. Maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's going to be a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I mean,
what would you do here? Because
I think you got to pass it, even if you got the backup quarterback in. It just, the run is too predictable at this point, and there's.
I mean, maybe you don't try to. You obviously, I don't think you want to like unleash anything, but maybe just try like a screen to Jennings and see if he can create some space.
Yeah. If they run it, there's a good chance they'll get stopped.
Both Willie Jennings and Brandon Jennings have been great this season, so look for one of them to get involved here. Porterfield's going to roll out. Has a man open. It's Brandon Jennings, like we mentioned. Let's see where he's. Oh, that was incomplete.
There's actually a pretty good pass by the quarterback.
Not a bad throw by Porterfield, but it looked like he had that. I guess he must have just either trapped it against the ground or it might have just gone through his hands. But unfortunate there for the Saints, as that could have been a first down.
George back to punt for the Saints. Williams back to receive for the Mavericks.
There's another good punt from Kirk George. That's going to just roll up around the 15. He'll be down around the 17-yard line.
17-yard line, and that's where the Mavs will take over.
I mean, other than the one fumble earlier in this game, Kirk George has done a really good job filling in for Jacob Zoller, punting the ball away.
Yeah, at first it looked a little scary, but he's definitely got his act together, and he's been playing very well.
Yeah, I mean, he's pinned them inside the 20 like 3 times now, and then pinned them inside the 10 once.
As a proud sponsor of tonight's homecoming game.
There's a nice sack there
On the quarterback keeper, sacked by Gray.
by Darius Gray.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. I mean, the Saints are getting into with the run-heavy offense, the clock is just running. So the Saints are kind of getting into a position where they need to start making some stops. And whether it's the offense or defense, someone needs to make a big play and either come up with a massive gain or force a turnover or something.
Yeah, the Saints really need to step up on offense. Defense, they have played pretty well so far.
That pass is going to be incomplete, but there's a flag down.
There's a flag that could be a PI.
That was Deacon Begley in coverage, and he's not happy about the call. I don't really agree with that call. I think
the only reason why they call it is because he wasn't looking at the ball.
Well, I mean, he didn't make contact, at least from where we are. We're pretty far away from the play, so who knows? But at least from where we are, it didn't look like Begley made contact with him. So I don't know how you can call that pass interference, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad call, at least from our point of view.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Saints is that gives them a first down. Oh wait. Is it only 10 yards and no? Oh, I guess there might not be an automatic first down. So yeah, it will still be a third down. So, I mean, Saints do get another shot again. Oh, never mind. Chains are moving, so it will be a first down. Yeah, unfortunate break there from the Saints. Bland's going to hand it off to Martin. Maybe a gain of 3 or 4. You're good.
Martin on the carry, tackled by Alejandro. Bringing up 2nd down and 7. Ladies and gentlemen, take out your raffle tickets at this time. We have a winning number. The winning number, winning $460 tonight, is 8485978. Again, the winning number, 8485978.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they just announced the raffle winner. Someone just won $460. That's going to be a keeper for Bland. That's going nowhere. Kirk George and Henry Alejandro on the stop.
Again, the winning raffle
3rd and 5 coming up.
8485978. You are the lucky winner of $460. Please report to the press box at this time to claim your prize. Thank you for supporting Freeman Athletics.
Going to drop back. They're going to target Begley again. That pass is going to be caught. Cole Chiswick on the catch. Huge play for Freeman.
Yeah, Begley was right on him there.
Yeah. I mean, not bad coverage from Begley, but
that was just a good play by the receiver.
Yeah, he's slightly undersized. And, I mean, they just threw it up to a bigger receiver, and he just made a play. They hand it off to Martin. He's going to be dropped by Darius Gray.
Maybe off tackle for about 5 yards. Tackle by Gray.
This is a point where you could look for the Saints to try to send some blitzes because they're nearing field goal range. And if you can get a sack here to take them out of field goal range and keep this a one-possession game, that'd be very big.
Yeah, they really can't let Freeman take a field goal here because especially the way the offense has played so far.
Yeah, and
you don't want
Khalil Nash being out now.
Yeah, you don't want it to be a 2-scoring game.
Bland's going to keep it.
Bland on the quarterback keeper.
For anyone who wasn't watching, early in the first quarter, Ty Bowman missed from about 42, but it had the distance. It just hit off the right upright. So if they don't gain anything here, you have to imagine they will send them out to try to get 3.
Still a long kick,
Yeah.
but it's definitely possible.
I mean, it looks like he could have hit it from.
For your support.
Let's see, there's a handoff. It's going to be a first down for Freeman.
Gets into the secondary. That'll be enough for
Kevin China on the carry.
first down.
Yeah, well, they're definitely in makeable field goal range
Yeah.
now.
At this point, you just have to get a stop or either force a turnover, just get a stop and hope they miss the kick. Because, I mean, we don't know if Nash is going to be coming back in, but even if he does, the offense just hasn't been able to move the ball against Freeman's defense. They're going to give it to Martin. He's going to hit a corner. He'll be brought down around the 10-yard line. Gain of about 4, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. 7-0 Freeman, but they're driving. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
So we're back from the timeout.
Yeah, Freeman has the ball around the 10 for a second and medium. They're going to hand it off to Martin. Big hit. This is basically the game here for the Saints, as if they can't make a stop, I mean, maybe you can get away with allowing a field goal, but if they get 7 here, it's going to be pretty tough for the Saints to come back, especially with starting quarterback Khalil Nash potentially out for the game with an injury. We're not exactly sure what his status is, but
yeah, I gotta hope for the best here. And
yeah, definitely
hope they make the stop.
They're gonna pitch it out. He's gonna throw, end zone, touchdown Freeman. He's gonna make it a 13-0 game, and really good play right there. As, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, eventually it seemed like Freeman was going to try to use the Saints, trying to guess the run to their advantage and try to run a trick play or take a shot off a play action, and we see it there as the pitch turns into a pass and Freeman scores.
Lewis beats the snap. Aiden Hurts to hold. Kyle Bowman.
If the Saints want to win this game, they really have to score on this drive here, because especially with both teams having a run-heavy offense.
I mean, they really need to start throwing it, just getting some big yardage plays.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess with Khalil being out, it's going to kind of allow Freeman to just guess the run, and so maybe the Saints try a play action, because Freeman will probably expect them to run the ball if Nash doesn't come back in.
Yeah, they really, I don't know, they need something.
Yeah.
Running the ball probably won't get you that.
I mean, while Kavanis is a great power back, he's not a guy who's going to make a bunch of men miss and take 180 yards. That's his long this year's been a 25-yard run, but like you compare that to like Jacob Zoller, who, like we've mentioned, is out with a concussion. He's taken 145 yards this year. So having Zoller out's been a massive loss to the Saints, and we've seen it so far. As they just haven't been able to move the ball.
Back deep for the Saints. Bowman to kick off.
It's going to be a short kick. It's going to take a high bounce, but the Saints will take it in at around the 42-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on purpose there. It kind of looked like he was like purposely trying to do an onside kick or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would be.
I mean, you could look at it from the perspective of if Freeman did manage to recover that, the game is practically over.
Yeah, they could just run it out as much as they wanted to.
Congratulations to Kyle Yoakum for winning tonight's raffle. You win $460. Thank you for supporting Freeman Athletics.
We got Khalil coming back.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be blown up. Tried to give it off to Michael Farley, but it went nowhere. I mean, maybe that's something with Nash still kind of feeling the leg injury, because it looked like if he kept that, he had some space in front of him.
Yeah, this is where they really need to start throwing it.
That pass, incomplete, nearly with the drop. It was nearly intercepted.
Yeah, I think there was just a little miscommunication there. That was a good pass by Nash, but I don't think the receiver's expecting it to come so fast.
Right as nearly turned around, the ball was already there. So
just good that wasn't a interception.
Yeah. If the DB hadn't came and hit him so aggressively, I think he probably does come up with that. And that practically would have been the game. Big play here for the Saints is they just need something. Nash gonna drop back, pressure coming. He's gonna take off, tries to make a man miss, but he's gonna be brought down past the 45, maybe up to the 46. Yeah, I mean,
so the question here is, do you go for it?
Looks like the offense will be staying on the field, and I see why, because Freeman has been moving. Freeman moved the ball really well on their last drive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth down, we need some noise.
4th and 7 here for the Saints. Nash going to drop back. He's going to slip. He's going to escape. Khalil Nash. He's going to have the first down.
Nash on the carry.
That was a great play by Nash there.
Yeah. After he slipped, I thought he was going to get sacked. Incredible job there to stay on his feet and take it for the first.
Yeah, that's the type of play you need to really change the momentum.
Yeah. Some flags flying. That's going to be on Freeman. That'll push the Saints up 5 yards. They're on the 40-yard line.
Going against the Mavericks. Bringing up first down and 5 for the Saints.
Saints student section still making some noise, even though they're down 2 possessions in this game. So that's always good to see. This game isn't over. We have seen crazier comebacks before. Yeah. Someone jumped.
I think it was on the Saints.
Yeah.
Give it away. That'll be a false start against the Saints.
Yeah, it will be on the Saints.
Let's repeat, first down and 10.
So the ball's going right back to where it was.
So we got about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Saints need 7 here if they want a shot at this game. Not sure why the clock's running right now, but see Nash going to look for a bubble screen to Neely. He's going to make a man miss. Stays on his feet, but going to be brought down.
Bryce Neely on reception, tackled by Jefferson Need.
There's a flag down. This might have been on that hit, on the initial hit on Neely. Does it look like there could have been something there? And that's about where the refs are standing. So, I mean, if this is a personal foul, this could be huge for the Saints.
Personal foul.
That is going to be, it's going to be a targeting. Unlike college, you do not get ejected for that. But Saints will get some positive yardage here. And, I mean, we're at 8:39 left in this game. They need to score quickly, get a stop, and get the ball back. 15-yard penalty is going to put them on the 30 as, I mean, this is the best the Saints offense has looked this game. So if they want to win, they need to get something going right here. Nash going to roll out. He's going to buy some time. He's going to take a sack.
Yeah, there's not much he could do there.
Really,
he was surrounded by Mavericks there, and it's just good he didn't fumble it or throw an interception. Yeah, force something that couldn't really happen.
The Saints kind of have to go to this clock's running here. We're at just about 8 minutes. Second and 16. They're going to hand it off to Farley. Big gain.
Hand off to number 20.
He's going to get just about to the line to gain.
Michael Farley.
That's a big play for the Saints. That's exactly what they needed right there after the sack.
So there is 8 minutes left, but time does start to kind of come into play here.
Especially with Freeman having or both teams really having a very run-heavy offense. As he's going to give it to Farley. He's going to have the first down and more. Michael Farley up to the 10-yard line. Big play there for the Saints.
The momentum's starting to shift toward the Saints here.
Yeah.
They get closer to this touchdown.
Student section's getting loud. Freeman takes a timeout. We'll be back. Saints have first and goal here from the 10-yard line, and if they want to come back and tie this game up, they're going to pitch it to Jennings. He's going to get just about to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he would have Sprint a little harder there. You probably could have tried to go on the outside, but I think
I don't know. I think looked like he was trying to wait for his blocks to set up. If he sprints out there, he's getting hit in the backfield most likely.
So it is 2nd and goal
from the 5-yard line.
They can't take a field goal no matter what.
Yeah, I mean this is 4-down territory. You need 7 here if you want to win this. Nash gonna drop back, end zone. That's gonna be pass interference. Delayed flag there. For a second, I thought they weren't going to throw it out, but
so if it is a PI, they'll get it at the 1.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball at the 1-yard line,
and they'll get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I thought they weren't going to throw the flag for a second. I was about to say that's a crazy no call, but luckily the Saints do get the call, and they're in a great position to get 7 here and put this game back in reach.
Be half the distance to the goal line. Repeat, 2nd down.
We see Redman over there dancing on the Freeman logo. Interesting. You guys will see some of him next Friday at the pep rally before the collegiate game. Handoff Farley. He's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. Big play for the Freeman defense. At this point, the Saints need to hurry up the pace. As we're getting to the point where it's going to be pretty hard for them unless they can force a 3 and out. They might not get that much time to score.
Yeah, they have to score here. It's over if they don't.
This is 4-down territory.
I don't know.
Apparently it's 3rd down. I'm not sure. I guess they didn't get the new set of downs. Touchdown! Henry Alejandro with the catch on the rollout from Khalil Nash, and that's a big score for the Saints as they're back in it. Khalil Nash limping off the field. You never want to see that.
Seems to be having some cramps again.
Official timeout.
Khalil's down on the field again. This is a bad sign for the Saints, and we'll be back.
This is STC TV, the one and only streaming service for St. Christopher's athletics. From varsity sports to middle school sports, we've got you covered.
They rushed the court!
Will Nash looking to run.
And he hurdles him! And it is deep.
Out.
Saints are state champs. He's got a lot of space. He's wide open. Touchdown, Saints!
And that's it! He's hyped!
As always, thank you for tuning in. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
He needs
Nash
to make this here.
Nash came off the field, and here's Slocker for the extra point. It's up, and it's good. So 14-7, 5:50 left in this game. Saints do have a chance. Something that could be of concern for the Saints here is that if Nash comes out of the game, which I'm imagining he isn't healthy enough to play just by the fact that he had to be helped off the field, but if Nash doesn't come back in, how do they handle the offense with Miller Porterfield? Because he's thrown 3 passes this season, only 1 tonight. So what would they do if Porterfield has to come in?
I mean, they just gotta take the gamble. They gotta throw it, especially.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't have time to run the. I mean, unless they can unless something weird happens and they force a fumble on the kickoff or something.
Yeah,
obviously that's ideal. But
we don't really know. I mean, Freeman could technically. It's possible to run the clock out the whole way.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more likely that they would just score again and then the game's practically over.
Yeah. We need a big stop on the defense.
Locker set to kick off. McWilliams back deep for the Mavericks.
Slocker out to kick. It's going to be fielded around the 10-yard line. Big hit there. Excuse me, John Miles with the hit.
And that's where Freeman will take over, 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
This is the game here, practically, for the Saints, as if they can't get a stop, or if Freeman scores again, it's going to be pretty hard for the Saints unless they can, pull something crazy off and, return a kick. But if Freeman scores here, this game is practically over. So defense needs to make a play here and either force a punt or force a turnover, preferably. So they're going to hand it off.
Yeah, they're going to run it, which is expected. Run out the clock, and they've been good at running so far. So.
On the carry, tackle by Alejandro. Second down and 8 for the Mavs.
Someone called a timeout. Clock's still running. I'm not sure what's going on, so I guess there wasn't a timeout. PA announcer said there was. I'm not really sure what's going on, but 2nd and 8. It's the game here for the Saints. Play clock's down to 12. 10. Bland's going to snap it. He's going to roll out. Oh, just escapes the sack, but he can't escape this tackle as he's going to be brought down at the 20. It's going to be a loss of yards.
Ball on the quarterback keeper, Stewart on the tackle.
Good discipline there from the Saints to not slam him to the ground and draw a personal foul.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, they had a real chance at stopping him here and getting the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, because if they, assuming they run the ball here or try a QB keep or a screen or something, Saints will probably get the ball back with around 3.5 minutes, 3 timeouts. Only issue would be what do you do about how do you run your offense if Khalil Nash can't come out because Miller Porterfield's very inexperienced.
Yeah. I mean, if they get the touchdown also, I mean, you could go for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, try to just nail it down.
Yeah.
But that does provide some risk, although Farley has been great. So Bland's going to pass it up. One-on-one coverage. Deacon Begley breaks it up. Incredible coverage there from the sophomore quarterback. And the Saints are going to get the ball back here with 3:52 left on this clock.
So the big deciding factor here will be if Khalil comes back in the game.
Yeah, if Khalil comes back, I have to imagine the Saints feel good about their chances with how they moved the ball last drive. But incredible coverage there from Deacon Begley to break that up. Deacon had that big pass interference to go against him this game. That really hurt the Saints, but he made up for it there with a massive play to prevent the first down. They're going to get the punt away. This is going to be a short punt. It's going to bounce. Just going to let it roll. Saints will take over around the 38-yard line. We'll see who comes out to lead the offense. We'll be back. And even though he has gone down twice with an injury in this game, Khalil Nash is going to come out and lead the Saints drive here to try to tie this game. Nash going to drop back. Looks down the field for Jennings. Overshot. Good idea there from the Saints, as, I mean, Freeman probably expected a run, obviously with Nash already having gone down twice this game, and Saints already having a pretty run-heavy offense, but
yeah, that was a right thought there, but a little bit overthrown. I was lucky it wasn't a pick.
Yeah.
The DB was pretty close to it. Man, imagine that would have been just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
For the Saints.
Nash is going to hand it off to Kavanis. He's going to make a man miss. Kavanis with the gain of about 7 there. And the Saints are going to have a 3rd and short coming up.
So they don't call a timeout. The clock's still running. They kind of have to hurry up here. Would imagine probably another run for the first, since they're pretty close. Can't risk not converting. So we'll see what happens.
Nash gonna hand it off. Farley has the first down. Big play there for the Saints as they're still alive.
So they got the first, the clock stops, and they got about 3 minutes to get 49 yards.
3 timeouts as well. They definitely, time probably isn't the issue. It's can they get the ball in the end zone?
Correction, the clock doesn't stop. It's still running.
They stop it while they're moving the chains, but once the chains are set, they continue to run it. Nash going to drop back. Has Jennings. It's going to be out of bounds just short of the first down, but another good game there for the Saints as they're really starting to move the ball, and it feels like the momentum is really going back in their favor.
Bringing up 2nd down and 2 for the Saints.
Yeah, as long as they can keep this going, even if they stay inbounds, they still have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, the time isn't going to be the issue. It's just can they get the ball in the end zone. Nash drops back, going deep, has him. The flag's going to be thrown out. That's going to be a pass interference. Unfortunate for the Saints there, as it looked like Jennings might have had a touchdown if he didn't get tripped up, but Saints won't complain about a pass interference as things are really starting to go their way.
The Freeman crowd is booing, even though they all know that was a PI.
That was a pretty blatant pass interference. It's not like that one in the end zone where the one in the end zone you could have made the argument that ball wasn't catchable, but that's a touchdown if he doesn't get tripped.
Yeah.
Freeman's accusing us of paying the refs now. Interesting. But Saints are going to take over at the 25-yard line. And the offense is really moving the ball. Nash going to give it to Farley. Farley with the big gain. He's going to have about 9. Saints pounding the rock here, and they're moving the ball down the field. They're inside the 20.
So now you gotta kind of think, since the momentum switching over to the Saints.
Yeah, you
don't want to give them too much
time. The best case scenario
time.
for the Saints here is they score with little to no time on the clock. And
and
it looks like that's what they're going to try to do. They know they can control the clock. They have 3 timeouts.
So do you think they'll tie it up and go into overtime with the momentum?
It's tough. I mean, Farley has been great this game, as seems like he's been getting 5+ yards every time. Here's Nash on the keeper. He's going to roll out. That's complete to Bryce Neely. He's going to have the first down. He'll be up around the 5-yard line. Another big play for the Saints offense as they're in business here.
Good Healy on the catch, tackled by Lemon and Barrera.
Bryce Neely has an awesome story as in his 7th grade season, he broke his leg and then didn't have an 8th grade season because of COVID. But it's nice to see he's really bounced back from that leg injury and he's back to 100%.
Saints are getting pretty close here.
I mean, we mentioned with Jacob Zoller being out, the Saints needed Neely to step up, and he's done that right there with a huge catch. It's Nash from the 7-yard line. Looking, Khalil Nash rolling out. He's going to make a man miss. Khalil Nash, he's going to take off. He's going to be down on the 1-yard line. Huge play there from Khalil Nash as he made everyone miss, and the Saints are really in business now.
Timeout, St. Chris.
St. Christopher's will take the timeout with 1:16 to go. And even playing on a bad leg, Khalil Nash has been incredible this drive. He's willing the Saints to back up down the field, and they're within 1 yard of tying this game up.
And that is great to see.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Saints back out of the timeout here. Have the ball on the 1 yard line after some heroics from Khalil Nash, who he's gone down twice with the leg injury this game, but he's willed the Saints down the field, and they're up to the 2 yard line here. 1:16 in this game. Saints down 14-7. Farley in the backfield. Nash gonna drop the snap. Let's see who has it.
Ball is loose.
Looks like the Saints will recover.
Recovered by the Saints. Bring up
Man, that was really lucky. If they would have fumbled out there.
I mean, maybe the game's not over because I guess you can force a safety in that situation, but obviously you don't want to give the ball away at the 2 yard line. Basically like the 1.5 now. Both sides really getting loud. 45 seconds in this game. Saints have the ball on the 1 yard line. Here's Nash. Gonna give it to Farley. He's gonna be short.
Number 57, Alex Brown. Timeout.
Timeout, St. Christopher's. And the game comes down to this. If you score, I don't know what the play call is if you score. I feel like you might, I don't know. It's tough.
They can't go for a 2-point conversion after all this.
Yeah,
I think they can play safe.
I feel like if they had scored maybe on that second down play, you think about it. But now that they just stuffed a run from the 2 yard line, I feel like you do kick it.
14-7.
So in the situation here, Saints were down 14-0 with about 9 minutes left in this game. It looked like it was over. Khalil Nash went down with an injury, but he's came back in the game. He's willed the Saints back into it. They're down only 2 yards away from tying this game up. And he's been incredible as, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he dodged a sack around the 20-yard line, then scrambled up to the 1. Both sides getting loud here. The game comes down to this.
Let's go, St. Louis!
So would you decide to pass here or throw it?
It's tough. I mean,
honestly,
pretty sure all 22 people on the field are expecting a run right now with this formation. Nash gonna roll out. Khalil Nash is gonna be in. Touchdown, St. Christopher's with 25 seconds left in this game. Huge play from the junior quarterback, and the Saints are right back in it. Wow.
Still not over yet, though.
I mean, you do have to make the kick. But no matter what happens in this game, Khalil Nash, playing on an injured leg, has willed the Saints back into it. Freeman's going to take a timeout, try to ice locker. Oh, my God. What a play from Khalil Nash.
Man, this is great to see.
Yeah.
The start.
I mean, when he went out with the injury, we thought the game was over. Like, and then Khalil Nash just came back, willed the Saints into it, and oh my God, he's been incredible. He's just been making people miss, and he broke a tackle there to get in the end zone. We'll be back. Stay right here.
Dude, I'm like,
Game comes down to this. Not sure what this formation is. Okay. Yeah, they'll transition into field goal formation. Game comes down to the right leg. Jack Slocker. Freeman fans making noise, trying to force a miss. Here's Slocker. Kick is up, and it's good! Jack Slocker ties this game with 26.2 to go. Huge kick from Slocker.
Let's go.
And the Saints have came all the way back. 9 minutes left in the game. Their starting quarterback gets injured. Down 2 possessions. Freeman has the ball, but the Saints have stayed in it the entire game. And now with only 26.2 left on the clock, they've tied it up. So if this game were to go into overtime, the way it would work is it's basically the same as the college overtime rules. But if you guys aren't familiar with those, you start at the 25-yard line, and each team gets a possession, and you keep going until a winner can be decided. So, yeah, incredible job from the Saints to come back, tie this game up. Now they just have to defend for 26.2 seconds. And then this game would be going in overtime.
Walker back to kick, set to kick. Roger McWilliams.
So Freeman still has time to
Yeah.
make a play, but we'll see what happens.
1 timeout to go. Slocker's going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded around the 5-yard line. It's going to be brought down. Big tackle there. Kirk George, I believe that was Eric Brown, and on the tackle.
So there's approximately 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
I don't think they make a play here.
I would kneel the ball. If I was Freeman's offensive coordinator, I would kneel the ball. You don't want to risk a turnover and then give Slocker a chance to win it. Yeah, you just kneel it out here, go into overtime, and take your chances then. We're going to get some words from our CPU man, Harris Wolf. Harris, what have your thoughts been on this game for the Saints?
I mean, it's been crazy. The Saints looked really good in the first quarter. I mean, second quarter ends not how we want it. Last-minute touchdown by Freeman, but the Saints have come back here, 14 points in the second quarter. I mean, in what, 7 minutes, 8 minutes or something like that. So great job by the Saints. Really good job, effort out there. Really good job by Khalil Nash. He's come out despite being injured. He has run. He has put this team on track. So Saints, all they have to do here is in 20 seconds keep them from scoring a 80-yard touchdown. So
yeah, great insight, Harris.
And once again, give a big round of applause to the Tuckahoe Middle School cheerleaders. And the JV and Varsity Freeman cheerleaders.
They're going to run it. Saints are going to try to rip the ball out, but that's going to go nowhere.
So that'll take it.
That will be the end of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Stay here for overtime. Incredible game. 14-14. We'll be back.
average of 2.5 yards a catch, longest being 4. Got Michael Farley with averaging 4.6 a carry, and his longest was a 14-yard catch. We also got Bryce Neely, 21 yards.
Yeah.
Willie Jennings, 35 yards.
Yeah, it's time for the coin toss here, and whoever wins this toss probably will want the ball second, so you can know what you have to match. Because like, if they don't score, if the opponent doesn't score, you can just kick a field goal and win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna want to take one from. Looks like St. Christopher's did win the toss. From what it looks like.
Freeman will get the ball first.
Yeah, Freeman. So Freeman will take possession first. So the Saints will know what they will need to do to win the game. Keep Freeman out of the end zone, and you have a great shot at this game. So like we mentioned, the kickers.
Is that the 10-yard line?
Oh, so we apologize. We correct what we said earlier. Both teams will get the ball from the 10-yard line, not the 25. So if the Saints can keep Freeman out of the end zone, I mean, Slocker can easily hit from that range. So it all comes down to what the Saints can do on defense here. Keep him out of the end zone. You have a very good shot at winning this game. Ryan Bland under center. He's going to give it trick play. He's going to be brought down to the backfield. Huge play from Campbell Pasco, and that's going to be a loss of 8. Massive play from the Saints defense.
Yeah, that was a nice play to adjusting to the throwback there. We even got tripped up here. Didn't know where it was going to go, and defense got it.
That's going to be a loss of 10 yards. And so Freeman needs 20 yards well, at this range, you have to think about a field goal because most likely you're not converting a 4th and 20. So Bland's going to drop back. Pressure coming. The Saints are going to get him again. Henry Alejandro in on the sack. And the Saints defense is coming up massive here in overtime.
So since this is high school, if they did keep it at this yard line, it's about a 50-50 that I would say makes it.
Yeah, I mean, he took a kick from when the ball was on the 25 earlier, so that would be a 42-yarder. He had the distance to just hit off the upright, so I don't know. I feel like if they can't get Saints defense coming again. Pass incomplete. Incredible coverage from the Saints defense, and more pressure from Henry Alejandro, and that's going to bring up a big decision for Freeman. You have to kick this. You can't go for a 4th and 21.
Yeah, so they will be kicking it.
Beats the snap, waiting for it to hold. Ty Bowman.
So there's so many Saints on the field, forced to call a timeout.
Yeah, I mean that does also kind of ice the kicker. So I mean your timeouts obviously can't really do anything to help you stop the clock here. So yeah, and this is coming down to the right leg of Ty Bowman. He's 0 for 1 in this game, 2 for 2 on his extra points. If he hits this, Freeman's in a decent spot. But I mean with a miss here, they'd be in a really bad spot as they'd have to keep the Saints off the scoreboard. A field goal would, if he misses this, a field goal wins the game for the Saints. So you have to hit this kick if you want a shot at winning this, really. Shout out the crowd from really both sides. Both sides have been electric this game, and the Saints student section's really shown out. Shout out them. Always love it when fellow Saints are showing support. Ty Bowman out for the field goal. 14-14 in overtime. This will be from roughly 38 yards out. Little to no wind. It's Bowman. Kick is up. Wide left. It's no good. And the Saints are going to have a chance to win the ball game. The Saints are going to take over at the 10-yard line, only needing a field goal to win this game after the miss. Wow. What a sequence of events, man. Really tough break right there for number 17, Ty Bowman. He's already missed once this game, and he missed again there. And I couldn't tell if that got tipped or if he just shanked it.
I think he just shanked it to the left.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Kind of feeling some
Here comes the Saints offense, led by Khalil Nash. 10 yards away from winning this football game. They're going to give it. Farley. Gain of about 4. They're up on the 6-yard line now.
Runs the ball up the middle. Tackled by the team picture. 2nd down and goal for the Saints.
Saints with 9 minutes left in this game. We're down 14-0. Khalil Nash was out with an injury. It looked bleak, but Khalil's came back in. They're going to give it to Farley once again.
Farley up the middle.
It's going to be a loss of yards. They're up to the 8-yard line. Like I was saying, Saints, with 9 minutes left. We're down 14-0. Their starting quarterback, Khalil Nash, was injured. Everything, it looked bad, but Khalil's came back in. He's willed them back into this game. We're tied up here in overtime. He scored the game-tying touchdown with 20 seconds left. We're here in overtime, and after the missed field goal, the Saints have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, so, I mean, realistically, they probably
run the ball here.
Run it, yeah.
Don't risk anything. Just run the ball, then either score or hand it off to Jack Slocker. Nash gonna draw it back. Nash is gonna scramble. Khalil Nash into the end zone. Touchdown. St. Christopher's is gonna win the ball.
Saints win.
They came all the way back. We're down 14-0. Khalil Nash puts the team on his back, and the Saints are gonna win the game, 20-14. The Saints fans are storming the field. Wow. What a performance from Khalil Nash. And the Saints, against all odds, are going to come back and win this game.
Shout out to all of the players in this game, but especially to Khalil Nash, who's done a great job. Will Foley, who has done several of the running. And Khalil Nash, though, I mean, that just summarizes what happened. Man had 2 injuries, and he came back to win the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he got out of that. It looked like he was going to take a sack, but as he's done all game, Khalil somehow escaped the pressure and got into the end zone to win the game for the Saints.
See you later, Mavericks.
Thank you all for tuning in. What an incredible game. I believe the next SEC TV stream is going to be the homecoming game next week against Collegiate. I want to see all of you out there, but if you can't make it to the game, show some support, watch the stream. Thank you all for watching.